Here at Tiger Tank 1-2, I'm gonna call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks Auction Day 3, where they are selling us the Nice Vibration 3D style for the T95, a style that I actually posted on my community tab, and I was really interested in getting, but it costs me a whopping 5 million credits to secure me one of these skins. Although, I have to say, it looks really, really good. There is a lot of stuff to be seen on this very, very beautiful camo. You have at the back all these kind of stickers. You have, surfboards, you have luggage, you have a little tanning bed right here, you have a little like inflatable bed for like the ocean, a guitar, and everything just looks really, really nice. It looks very inviting. It doesn't feel like the tank is extremely like dangerous, but I think it might just make people think like, oh my god, looks really cool. T95 is no danger. They drive towards you, you blast them. But it looks really cool. This is one of the styles that I really, really like. And I do have rebought my T95. It is in my garage. So the question is, do I really want to get this style? 5 million credits is a lot of credits, but it's credits. It's not gold, it's not free experience. 5 million credits you can make up again by playing premium tanks. So maybe I'm gonna sell some things and I'm gonna make a bid. I don't expect the 5 million credits bid to go any higher than that. There are 10,000 of them. I don't expect that everyone is going to be bidding for this because 5 million credits is still quite a lot, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We don't know what it's going to be. Now the next bid that they have is for a WZ120 GFT, and this is actually a tier 9 Chinese tank destroyer, and it is designated as a versatile tank destroyer, but it looks really weird. It looks like the tier 6 tank destroyer you have for the Chinese tech tree, but it has been elevated and they just kind of built something underneath it, and now it's like a little bit bigger, and it has a 122mm gun probably on it. 130mm gun, to be fair. So let's take a look at the characteristics of this vehicle. I think, generally speaking, that I do not really care too much about Chinese tank destroyers. I have played some of them, but I don't really like them too much, especially like the tier 8 and the tier 7. At least the tier 7 was okay, but the tier 8 feels a little bit lackluster in my opinion. I'd rather play the ISU line than just go to the Object 268 instead of going with the very big Chinese WZ that you have in the end, the 113 G2 I think it's called. But what you have right here is a gun that hits for 560 alpha, so that's quite nice. 271 average penetration, that's quite nice. So I think you're going to have AP, you're going to have heat and high explosive. 340 on the heat shells. The reload time is it's actually not that bad. 11.41 seconds for this caliber. You can get that down quite a bit with the right equipment. Gun traverse speed, since you can only swivel it 10 degrees to the left, 10 degrees to the right, so you have almost no gun arc, is 27.12, so it's not that important at all. 6 degrees of gun depression for a tank that is this far up, where the gun is situated fairly high up on the vehicle. 6 degrees might not be enough, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to be playing this one on the front line. It looks like it has armor, but I'm not really sure if it does. The hull actually below here is based on a WZ120, which is the medium tank that you have at tier 9. Then the aim time is not the best. Dispersion is also not the best, but it's not that terrible. With 100% crew, I think this tank, at least considering the stats we have right here with 100% crew and a little bit of field modification and equipment, could be quite decent. Moving on to survivability, it has 150mm of frontal armor, 80 on the side, 45 at the back. One of the biggest downsides for me is the very big stature of this vehicle. It's very large, it's very big, and I'm not sure if 150mm is enough. I know the angling at the front is actually quite interesting, and it might give you like effectively up to more than 200mm of armor, but with heat I think you can just go right past it, and since this tank is very large, there's like pretty big target if somebody gets around. Has 1,700 hit points and suspension repair time. Yeah, it's about 8 seconds. Mobility wise, the tank top speed wise, it's actually not too bad. 47 kph. Traverse speed is almost 40 degrees per second. I don't think you can complain too much about that in terms of a TD. Specific power to weight ratio, on the other hand, is not that great, and it's not going to be the fastest in terms of acceleration. Concealment and spotting. Well, spotting, 390 meters base view range for the tank without 100% crew. It's actually not too bad if you ask me. Now, yeah, concealment, things aren't looking that bad. I've heard that this tank has been in the game files for quite a while, and it's been in the, I think in the client for at least 5 or 6 years. 2015, I think. No, 2017, 5 years. And what you're going to be earning is more credits, more experience, and you're going to be able to have free or transfer the crew like any other premium tank. What I'm kind of confused about is this is supposed to be a tier 9 premium tank, right? Is it the same as the other tier 9 premium tanks? Is it going to be earning bonds as well? Or is it only going to earn extra credits? Is it even going to be earning extra credits, or is it like a reward tank? We don't know anything about that. At least Wargaming is telling us it's going to earn more credits, like a tier 8 premium tank. But we don't know for sure, because that would be quite important if you want to play and have a tier 9 premium tank that earns you bonds. This could potentially be a tank that does not have that as a feature. Let's take a look at the price, and then we can talk a little bit about a potential bid. 14,500 gold minimum. You have 5,000 of them. 14,500 gold. If we purchase that, let me check real fast. That would be 14,000. Yeah, that would be above $50. Probably somewhere along the lines of $60. And that does not guarantee you to get the tank, because it's a brand new vehicle, and it could be that quite a few players will be buying this one, so you might even have to bid more than 14,500, maybe in the range of up to 20,000 gold if worse comes to worse. Now, from the stats, the tank looks alright. Doesn't look like it's going to be incredibly broken, doesn't look like it's going to be incredibly bad. I'm not sure. This could be something for Chinese tank destroyer fans. Now, I myself personally, I'm not interested. I'm not going to be buying it. I don't have the gold for it either way. But I think it looks quite interesting with the height of the vehicle. It reminds me a little bit of the Yak Tiger. I'm not sure why, but I have the feeling like it's going to play similarly to the Yak Tiger, and the armor is not going to be that great. You have a cupola on top, or a little hatch, that you could potentially hit, but I'm not really sure what the armor is going to be looking like. We'll see that tomorrow when the vehicle comes to the live server, when it is being sold directly. Now, I don't really think that this is a bid that I would potentially do. 5,000 items, that's for North America, that's quite a lot. I think if you really wanted to get it, you probably will be able to do it. Just can't really tell you a lot about this vehicle. I've never heard of it. Until like a couple of hours ago when I did a little bit of research, and I've never really seen it in the files myself, but I've read that it has been in the game files for quite a while. So WZ-120G FT tier 9 Chinese tank destroyer, that is premium, I presume. And then you have the nice vibration 3D style, and I think this 3D style is something I'm really going to be thinking about, but I'm not going to be bidding more than 5 million. I also have to get rid of some things, especially probably some tanks, to be able to afford this vehicle, or the skin. In the end, the question is it really worth it for a singular skin for a tank? But it looks really nice. Look at that. That looks so pretty. That looks really, really cool. So either way, hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the... Is it the final auction day? Not entirely sure. I'm going to check real fast. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be the final auction day, and that's probably going to be quite interesting. So I see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.